Well, I'll tell you, they have a lot of needs, but the one that would bother me the most is the cornerback position, because after the first round, it may be hard to get a cornerback.
Kansas City cannot get turnovers. That's the only thing they didn't do well on defense last year.
They wore out every corner on the roster, so they got to get a corner somewhere in this draft.
I think he's the most talented cornerback in the draft. When I talk about that, I'm talking about a guy that can come in and play right away. I love the length, I love the range, I love the physicality and toughness that he brings to the table. When I watched him at the combine, I like the movement skills, the back pedal, break and drive, the transitions, the fluidity that he displays in making those turns and transitions. I just believe that this is an elite cornerback waiting to happen when he gets to the National Football League and is put in a system that allows him to really play to his strengths, which is really playing a variety of ways at the line of scrimmage, off the line. I think he's going to be a guy that is a Pro Bowl corner in the league.
To his credit, from what I've heard here, I don't know what you guys have heard, he has met it somewhat pretty well head on, saying, if I were Coach Chris Peterson, who took over the program at Washington, and I acted the way I acted, I would have kicked myself off too. I know I need to make a change and start to move in the proper direction. Let's hope that that is true.
Last couple seasons at Washington, suspended for a little while for a bowl game. I think he missed the first
talent. Now, he was kicked off the University of Washington football team on November 6th. I think he's the best corner in the draft. But he had the off-the-field issues, so you can't claim he's the best corner. He just kind of got a little too big for his britches.
Just immature mistakes that I made. I could have been a better leader within the team. And, you know, I take it as a learning example.
With the 18th pick in the 2015 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Marcus Peters, defensive back, Washington.
Wow, a little bit of a shocker. Marcus Peters, a young man who was kicked off the University of Washington team back in November. He is the first-round pick, the 18th overall in the Kansas City Chiefs. Why did the Chiefs go in this direction?
Well, Chris, I'm told the Chiefs viewed Marcus Peters as the best, pure, most complete corner on the board. Of course, we knew that he was thrown off the Washington team, and when people, especially on the Chiefs staff, talked to the Washington staff, they crushed him.
You have to comb through all that stuff as a scout, as a personnel department, as an organization. What's the comfort level taking a player that's extremely talented but comes with that risk off the field?
Well, he's the best corner in this draft, if you ask me, and it's not even close. He has 11 interceptions when he does play. He's going to the best locker room I think he can go to. Tremendous ball skills. He has great playing instincts, Mel. He can key the quarterback. He has great range. He's a sudden, sure tackler.
They couldn't produce any turnovers. They can't intercept the football, and that's one of the things that this kid can do better than anyone.
Character is the biggest concern with Marcus Peters. This is a guy that has some issues when it comes to really keeping his emotions in check.
This is one of those things that a head coach and or GM have to make decisions about. Every year there will be guys on the draft board that have some character issues.
You saw a guy that had a quiet intensity about him. He wasn't rude, he wasn't disrespectful, but he was a guy that was sure of himself, that believed in himself and believed that he belonged here in the NFL. He's a guy that you could tell looked at tape, you could tell watched the game film, and he was an individual that just had that instinct.
He's an interesting kid. He's an interesting prospect, obviously talented, but also a little troubled.
I would just like to say thank you to Clark Hunt, the Hunt family, Coach Andy Reid, and John Dorsey, just for the opportunity to start fresh and new.
He was highly rated as a player. Everybody knew he had exceptional physical abilities, but upstairs, the question was, is he going to be a mature player? Are there going to be problems? We've seen so many players in the National Football League with a lot of ability not have very good careers because of their attitudes.
I know I'm the best guy in the draft this year. I know I made some mistakes that knocked me down, but other than that, just film don't lie.
Standing of the offense, and he's tough. It's a 1st and 10. So it's coming in, and was picked off by Peters. The rookie in his first NFL game, his first NFL snap. He just picked off Hoyer, and this is just too easy. He just throws it right to the rookie. No Chiefs quarterback or cornerback had an interception in the final 9 games of the season. This is an area where they really struggled getting their hands on some football. It's a big reason why they went out and drafted Marcus Peters with their first pick.
And a lot of people looked the other way when Peters was available.
Yeah, they really did. He had some issues in college. Kevin, you and I sat down and visited with him last night. He's excited about this opportunity. He told us he wouldn't sleep very much last night, but he was looking forward to competing against some of the better talent in football.
Hoyer, and knocked away. Peters got right in front of the veteran Washington with a passes defense. He's had an interception already in the game.
He's not cocky, but he's got that air of confidence about him.
Mark is going to be special, man.
Peyton's first pass, complete but well short of the first. From the 11, play action, coming after Manning. He got hit when he threw it, and making a play on it was Peters. They're going to bring it again. They do. Pass away. It's intercepted. It's Peters. The rookie's going to take it home for the touchdown.
And people were wondering, well, is that going to keep up? And it did.
Out of the Chiefs timeout. Manning's going for the long ball. He's looking down the field. And Peters defends it. No flag. Peyton looks different on this series. And it's 2nd and 10. That time, he's got the short toss to Norwood for 3. On first down, that pass dangerously thrown in the direction of Thomas. And it was Peters making a play on the ball. What a play by Marcus Peters.
Cutler outside to Bellamy. And Bellamy is taken down. But Bellamy wants to stay in bounds as he turns around. He's not a big guy, but he's looking for that X6. On first down, Cutler rushed, gets it to Bellamy, and he's tackled immediately. That was well played by Marcus Peters, the rookie cornerback out of the University of Washington.
And I tell you, they found themselves a player in Marcus Peters, a guy who had some character issues, so a lot of people didn't want to touch him, but he can play. Look at that, attacking the screen, going to get it. Marcus Peters has football instinct, he has toughness, has the length. They got themselves a big-time player.
That grit, that toughness, that dog that he has in him will allow him to succeed.
Cutler looking, throwing to the corner for Lee, and it's incomplete. It was caught by Marcus Peters, but he was out of bounds.
That's where Marcus Peters is so impressive. He plays the ball incredibly well. But his length, you see, he's fine in that situation. Great concentration, albeit out of bounds, to come down with that ball.
Bridgewater. Oh! That's knocked down at the 30-yard line by Marcus Peters, the rookie. And that was anticipation on Marcus Peters' part. He was playing it off cover. Bridgewater with time. Throwing, he is intercepted. Picked off inside the 25-yard line by the rookie, Marcus Peters.
Stafford on third down. The pass broken up by Peters. Marcus Peters stepping in front of the intended receiver, Calvin Johnson. Well done.
Marcus Peters is an exciting young player for the Kansas City Chiefs, going one-on-one with Calvin Johnson. Not an easy task, but he does it well. He's done it well throughout this entire season for the Chiefs.
Manning going deep. And is intercepted midfield. Picked off by Marcus Peters. and is out of bounds on the far side of the field. Peters, in their first meeting, intercepted Manning and returned it 55 yards for a touchdown. He makes his 4th interception of the season right here. Manning under the gun, escapes the rush, throws, and almost picked off again and again by Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters leads the team in interceptions.
Boy, what a player he has become in his first year.
Manning out here in the flat to Hillman. Hillman to the 14.
Look for 3rd and 23. Rivers going to sling it, and that one is nearly intercepted right through the hands of the rookie corner Marcus Peters, who's already being talked about as a candidate for the NFL's Defensive Rookie of the Year. What a season he's had. Yeah.
There's a flag, maybe a hold on that line. They're going for Watkins with the coverage on the play by Washington rookie Marcus Peters. Taylor from the 27, 1st and 10. That's drop big hit by Marcus Peters on the intended receiver Robert Woods out of USC. 2nd and 10.
A good opportunity here for Buffalo to get
great history there, obviously. Derek Carr with time, throwing, batted away and almost intercepted. Great play by the rookie Marcus Peters. Pass intended for Crabtree. Fell out of a chair, guys. Derek Carr throwing over the middle, and he's intercepted. Picked off by Peters. Peters back up the sideline. 40, 30, 20. Out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
How good is Marcus Peters, the rookie?
Rivers fires, deflected and picked off. Derek Johnson with the interception. His 2nd of the season, and the Chiefs get the ball back.
Marshall with a 2nd down and 8, and knocked away by Peters. It was a pass intended for Chris Gibbons. That is the 20th pass defended by Peters. That is a Chiefs rookie record. And he knocks that one away. He's one of the best defensive rookies in pro football.
He really is, Kevin. We saw him week 1 have an interception to really start. I think the first pass ever thrown his direction resulted in an interception of Brian Hoyer, and he's built on that confidence. Gave up a big play early in the game, but to play that position, you have to have a short memory. He has it.
1st and 10. Oh, it's picked off. Marcus Peters, he may go. It's a foot race. You can kiss him goodbye. Touchdown. Peters has done it again. He picked up Peyton Manning early in the season. He's picked up Peterson, racing 90 yards. And the Chiefs have slammed the door on the Ravens. Going deep, looking for Gibbons, picked off by Peters again. And he'll hit the deck, wisely so. 3rd turnover, 2nd pick by Peters. Peters has got 7 interceptions this season. He's the 3rd leading tackler on the 8th ranked defense. And he is writing a terrific script in his rookie year out of Washington. There may not be a better rookie defensive player in pro football. Takeaway giveaway. 2nd down, 9-man show. Intercepted. Picked off by Peters. He's got an entourage. He gets by Johnson. He gets a block downfield by Sambo. He's just picked off his 8th pass of the year. A 46-yard return. He has just tied the Chiefs' single-season interception record held by Bobby Hunt from 1962.
Not just with the 8 interceptions, tying for the league lead, but
all those interception return yards, 280 yards, I think it was. That's closing in on an NFL record all-time high. To me, it's one of the best rookie seasons ever.
He has been an incredible addition to this Kansas City defense. Just a four-man rush, but they close it in on him quick. You see Dontari Poe, D4, and he throws this one late down the middle, and Marcus Peters has a chance for another interception. And just watch the corner. Watch Marcus Peters here. He's going to get that right arm in there. Watch him rip and strip. He's a terrific player, Kevin. Talk about the interceptions that he makes, but look at that alert play there. He's going to rip that ball right out of the hands of Travis Benjamin. He's having a sensational season. You know, in Kansas City, they love these bigger, longer corners that can press you and jam you at the line of scrimmage. They've got two good ones in Marcus Peters and Sean Smith.
He's a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. He's one of those guys that's always around the ball. That's why there are so many passes defense. That's why there are so many pass breakups, so many interceptions, so many near interceptions. He's always around the play.
2nd and 9. Quick hitter Crabtree. And he's taken down for a loss. Wow! Marcus Peters, the rookie Pro Bowler on the play.
Another general manager that didn't do bad is John Dorsey, picking that young man, number 22, Marcus Peters, with the 18th pick in the draft. All he's done is have 8 interceptions in his rookie year. It leaves Bob Sutton, their defensive coordinator. He said the only thing I could say to him is, hey, you're going to the Pro Bowl in Hawaii. You don't have a bust in Canton yet. So you got to keep playing. But boy, he's well on his way with the start to his career.
On 3rd and long. Carr signaling deep, throwing deep, looking for Crabtree, incomplete. Trying to get it to Crabtree, but the rookie Marcus Peters all over him, and the Raiders go 3 and out.
Kevin, this Marcus Peters, they have got a special player on their hands in Marcus Peters. He challenges people. He can play from press. He can play off. He has tremendous vision, and then a skill you better have as a corner. You better be a great finisher. It looks like Crabtree has something, but look at the way he finishes that play with the violent hands. Marcus Peters, a huge addition to this secondary for the Chiefs in 2015.
2nd and 9. Hoyer shot downfield. Nate Washington's overthrown. It's intercepted. That's a 3rd pick of the half. Marcus Peters turns this into a punt return.
When the ball's in the air, he's trying to make a play on it. Not just knock it down, but to get his hands on it and go the other way with it.
You're throwing against the Pro Bowl left corner, and there's no way you throw this football, Mike. Know who you're throwing against. Know the situation.
Shotgun for Brady.
Now, he made some mistakes, but as you saw him progress, you could tell that he was a guy who, more so than anything else, he wanted the ball.
End zone. Off the hands of Marcus Peters, incomplete. Excellent coverage on Edelman.
When they drafted him, I thought that they really got to steal the draft, at least in the 1st round. I knew the character issues weren't as big as people thought they were.
To come out there and make plays like that as a rookie is not easy.
And the 2015 AP Defensive Rookie of the Year is
Marcus Peters.
Man, thank you. One thing I learned about this league is that respect is earned, not given. I wanted to earn my respect in this league, and I think I did it. So I want to thank the Chiefs organization, because y'all stole the draft last year.
Most players who are rookies make their biggest leap in terms of talent between their 1st and their 2nd year. So I'm really curious to see if teams will continue to attack him. He'll continue to be aggressive like that, because I think that all the pieces are there for him to have a long, productive career in the NFL.
He's made it in the NFL. There's no question about it.